That's a YouTube series.
Yes.
Now what?
Well, talking about that, talking about companies and products, we've been blessed with being able to talk to a lot of companies. I mean, through my agronomy business. And, one of the biggest things that I get to definitely during the springtime of year, it's easy to say, well, just go try it. Right.
Yeah.
I think one thing to be asking, definitely representatives, dealers, something like that, or at least something that I've started doing that's helped me out a lot more, is asking, where do you win 95 to 100% of the time? Because then it tells me what situation best fits that.
Yeah.
I know like one product, it was actually a NutriCharge. Okay. Very good at getting phosphorus available. But I was talking to a rep and I was like, hey, where's the time that you've seen the most success with this product? And he's like, gosh dang, when you have those side hills that have very high pH, gosh, it's night and day different. So first off, okay, I'm glad he knows that information.
Yeah.
Right. And he's willing to share that with me. But then number two, it says, okay, what's going on then?
Yeah.
So that NutriCharge is helping lower the pH of that zone.
Making FOS more available.
But I mean, it's just it's nice and refreshing to ask those questions and have answers.
Sure.
And I'm not going to lie, there's going to be sometimes they say, we don't know, we want you to try.
Yeah.
And those are valid too, don't get me wrong. But that's one thing to start looking into those products, because I mean, you've said it times before that if you've tried every product that's supposed to add 5 bushels, we would already be at 500 bushel corn. So where does that best fit, or what are those situations that help Pretzer farms out when we go down this road?
Sure. Yeah. It's, I mean, dude, just the study of pH. I was listening to the BW Fusion podcast on soil pH. Cropcast. Was it episode 16, I think? 16, I think it was.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Everyone should listen to that podcast.
Yes.
That wrecked my brain. The study of pH, like the whatever test to test pH was developed in 1920.
Something like that, yep.
Yep. In the 1920s. And in the data, in the paper release, says this can be widely varying and was established, I think it was in Wisconsin.
Okay.
If I remember right. Like I said, I spent a couple of days since I listened to it, and it's like there were so many subject to change. This is in this area. And then it was adopted everywhere.
Yep.
Everywhere.
Yep.
And then, the today's soil testing methods, a lot of them were developed in the 50s, 1950s.
Yep.
And, oh my gosh, man, we aren't using engines that were still developed in 1920. I mean, I guess kind of the base mod. We kind of are. We just really improved it since then.
Yeah.
We're not, there's so much that's changed. It's like the soil tests haven't evolved with time like everything else. Now we've got, laboratories have improved. There's some really good labs.
Oh, yes.
There's some great freaking labs out there. And so, I'm sending off water tests so that I can know, hey, how can I best adjust my spray solution to make the efficacy of my foliar applications and my herbicide applications more effective.
Yes.
And these things aren't taught in wide scale agriculture today. It's just throw AMS in. Why? Well, a lot of farmers don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
And oh my, I'm going to get mad again. I got mad when I listened to all that stuff. I'm like, why did no one tell me this? No one's told me this.
Well, and I think right now in the industry, there is a big push of new information coming out.
Yeah.
And one thing with a big push of information, though, is there's theories and then there's proof.
Yeah.
And every idea has to start with a theory, and I respect that.
Yes.
Okay, I respect that. But take that theory, take that concept, and prove it on your own acre.
Yeah. I like to ask companies, since we work with a bunch now, or have a bunch that come to us wanting to, hey, test this, trial that, we're interested in this, is where was your research data done? Was it done in 12 different states from Canada to Mexico? Was it done in the Pacific Northwest? Was it done in Florida?
Yeah.
Because man, there's going to be wide variances here.
Yeah.
It goes back to what you said, where you see this work the best.
Yeah.
And dude, by now, a farmer should be able to tell whether someone's blowing smoke or not.
Yeah.
If someone says it works everywhere,
stop.
There's a couple things that do. There's a couple things that I do believe can work everywhere. Nitrogen. It works everywhere, But outside of that, always be sure to ask good questions.
Yeah.
And, it's even, like I said, we work heavily in the humics, fulvics, sugars, things of that, the specialty plant hormone stuff. Not every one of those is best everywhere.
Yeah.
We're finding after lots of research and data and testing and talking to guys, farmers that we work with, hey, I saw this one actually worked a little better. They both worked.
Yep.
This one worked a little better.
Yep.
Great. Now we can, speed the learning curve up for so many other people.
Yes.
And that's so great. It's so great. But anyway, I keep getting right to my soapbox. I have to keep pulling it back.
Tuning it down.
Tuning it down. Goose.
Guys, if you've liked the information that you've seen so far, go ahead and check out the full-length podcast on our YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe there. It's also on all the major podcast platforms. We're constantly dropping info and more content on all the social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, etc. Check it out for a lot more content.